Kids and food. Both can bring a big smile to your face and make your day. But when you ask most people, they normally won't say kids and food go together. Thanks to the moms on Facebook. I work at a preschool, and we have ages from 2K up to kindergarten. I was hired on as a designated cooker, as the kids like to call me. We have a simpler meal menu, and it ranges from anything to chicken nuggets to spaghetti. The kids say that I make the best sandwiches, which is the hardest thing to make on the menu. I got hired on as the cooker, but as time went on and I was learning more about the job and I got to know the people better, they offered me a position to stay later because we also have a daycare as well after preschooling hours. And I said yes, so I stay about 2 times a week to help out with the daycare part. We have a bunch of different playgrounds for different age groups of kids, different classes, and I usually took the K4s or K5 classes. Most of the time, the K5s. They are my favorite age group. They understand better, they understand what you're saying. Whenever you have a problem and they're getting in an argument, you can talk to them and sit them down, and they can really actually understand what's going on instead of just crying. And personally, I don't really like changing diapers. So it's taught me a lot dealing with these kids. On rainy days, I bring a book bag and I will fill it with coloring books and crayons and stickers for good behavior, all the stuff that will entertain them if it's rainy, so I won't have to lose my sanity just hear all the commotion. So sometimes the kids will draw pictures, some of them will draw pictures like this, and I think this one was left in my box one day. They'll just they're so sweet like that. They'll just make something at home, and then they'll bring it to me the next morning, and I see it in my box when I go in at work, and it makes my day. I love it. And then one time it was Halloween time, and I was like, hey guys, you want to color on paper plates? So we did something like this, and this is just an example, and it was a crazy pumpkin face. So I took all those plates and I hung them up on my kitchen wall. So the next day they walked in and they saw my wall and they were like, oh my goodness, look at that. And they were telling their teachers that they made that, and they were talking about it. It made me so happy to see that they it was really touching, honestly, to see them light up when they saw that I took notice of something they did. I really love it. So it's taught me a lot. At first, when I first started doing this job, I really didn't have any experience with children. I do come from a bigger family. My parents have 4 kids, but they're all older. So my youngest brother is 13, so I was never really around kids, and I don't really remember my siblings being little, and I don't have any cousins really to have experience. So it was a little bit intimidating, especially whenever they asked me to stay late. We have walkie-talkies and all this stuff, and I was a little bit intimidated because I didn't know how to, really discipline or have authority. So it did take me a little while, a little bit of craziness to work through, but I finally got to the point where I felt like I really had a hold on this, and they listened to me and respected me better than when I first started. When I first started, I was with one of the teachers, and she was a K2 teacher. So she, is used to babies, and most of them aren't potty trained when they first come in. So seeing that, I was like, oh no. I was like, I don't know if I can do this. This is not my thing. They cry. I don't know what that means, Oh my goodness. It was a little bit stressful. But after a couple times, I told my main manager lady, that I liked the older kids better, and so she understood that, and she could see that as well. And I'm so thankful that she put me with the older kids, because it has been a lot better. And I finally have, and hanging out with them a couple times a week, I really got their personalities and could understand them and see if one of them was upset, and see if one of them was lying or trying to disobey or be sneaky. And it's just so amazing to me to see the human development and these children. I just love it so much. It's really been special. So we're back to the pictures with the kids and the food. Again, most people probably won't say those two go together, but for me, it is my life. It is what I love, it's what I do for work, and what I will probably do for the rest of my life when I have my own kids. But I love what I do, and I would say personally that kids and food go great together for me. It's taught me a lot of life skills, and I wouldn't have it any other way.